All right. Gold and purple line is where I anticipated us, to go to, depending on if we broke above or below where we closed yesterday. And this was my high level here at 410. But we broke below that. Pre-market is here. Now we're open. So I'm looking for four on the low side, for the top side, see if we come in and gap fill here. Maybe we push down. We're a little oversold on the MA on the 1 minute. So I'm watching to see how much further it goes. Okay, the indicators I have on, I have the stochastic RSI. I'm on the 1 minute, and I have the volume profile just to see where most of the orders are coming in at. Looking like we're having some selling. Got my lower levels already set, so we just want to watch here. I like to get in about 850, but if I see a strong move, I might try to scalp again. If I'm scalping to the 404 right now, but I'm not in it yet. It's still oversold, so I would expect for this, like fish out of water, for this to come back up. So probably 406, 407 call for a quick scalp because I want to see this come up. I don't know if it has too much more downside. This may be a support level. Let's check that price. That 406 call is 173 that just jumped. We were paper trading. We look at this at like 170, and we're getting into it. I have quite a few lines, but these are levels I got to come in and clean up from broken supports. Right, looking like we're getting a couple of buyers in here. Like I said, that 407 would be I mean 406, 407 call would be my first kind of scalp here. But this could tank easily. Right. I think we have a move back to probably fill this gap. It could sell down more later, but we might, this is what I'm anticipating this gap fill. Also back on Tesla, Tesla's fish out of water is coming back up. It broke the support here, came back above. So my first stop is this 407. And if I was getting into a call, I'd probably be taking I'm sorry, 207. So I'd be taking a 205 or 210 somewhere in here. For that anticipated move up, we have to break this sales right here and then making our way back up. But as this moves up, SPY is going to continue to move up. We're almost at that 407. and we saw it at 171. So let's see where they said we would have been scalping it for about 30%. It's at 193. So nice little $20 so far. And it still has room to move. Got a lot of buyers in here, buyers here. These peaks let me know we have a lot of buyers. The valleys are where people were selling. So again, we're gonna move up for retracement back to 207. And before the 850 mark, we could bounce in between back to support. So that's why I always like to wait for the market structure. But this looks like a strong move. We might have some pullback and then a continued move, or it could be continuous. If you got any questions, feel free to hop off mute. For some reason, my Weeble on my mobile isn't low. Okay, it wasn't loading my chart before. 681 is now a rejected level right here. We just want to mark that. Push back above. We're back to the upside. We retesting the support. Come back up. Again, a break of the support, that gold and yellow line. We're going. I'll probably keep it safe at 405. 404 might be a little stretch. But if this goes low and breaks hard, sometimes I throw the lotto, do just straight go to the 400. But we have a couple of support levels below to break through. So that's what's selling. So we're coming back down. Let's go and look at Apple. Same for Apple, probably has the same chart, up and down with pattern. Again, this was our lower level. Let me turn this solid because this is a level we did come back to. So this would be my gap fill to 154. This is the level I already had anticipating. So this is that strong supporting resistance level. So we want to look for a break above this level for the 154, or we're coming down to this 151. Apple turning green. Let's see if that's the one turn back up. The other thing I like to look at is the order book and Weeble. So I like to see where the sell orders and the buy orders are sitting at to get an idea of where I anticipate us going to. Do I see orders, flowing in, moving the ticks up, or do I see them down below? Also, like one of my key indicators is looking for buy orders lower. A 4K or 401. They need to let you let me know they want to bring the price down. Maybe it's five or just kind of random 4K orders. It's from the 7 down. We broke, yep. So broke that support. 404 is going to be my next hold. You got to, 405 and then 404. But for safety, we can, I wouldn't take anything past here because this is going to probably be another bounce. So 405, put scalp down to the 405, and then you may see a bounce back up to support. I'm going to wait about 10 more minutes before I decide. Let the market just kind of waver itself out. Those small scalps get you, depending on if you're in the money or not, it's going to get you, $20 to $60. But the risk to reward, putting 100 and something dollars on a trade for 20 to 60, kind of heavy on the risk side. I'd rather let it settle and then see. Again, this is way over. So for me, I'm leaning toward, it'll probably spike up to this 408. I'm trying not to be too biased just because of the selling. But because buyers are going to come in and get it back up, we have to break this level here. A hold above this support entry, scalp back to here would be great. But again, more confirmation if we getting it above the support. This will be the next confirmation to break and hold above, and then back up. Volume is still real low, so might not get that strong push till we get some more volume in. Apple and Tesla are moving. Let's see if Apple broke its support. Yeah, so we closed above. It's still red. So again, it's 152. Well, 153. Make that on the dot. Yeah, 153. So you could scalp Apple. I may not be a contract. 150. Let me go see Apple contract. 152.5 or the 155 on calls. The 155 is $14. Like, it wouldn't hurt us if we get a hold above it because it's fairly cheap. You could easily double that buying too. Well, we have a close above support. We might retest that support and then go back in. Just let it hit this line, see if it bounces, and then take that 155 because it's cheap. But yeah, or you can go with the 152. But I could take two or three of the 155s at $13, $14 and get out of them at $20 or $26 if they hold. Let's go back to Tesla. Tesla's coming back to yesterday's point of control. Everybody wanted to buy it at 204, but it sold down in between here. And we want to see if it pushes up, breaks above this. We're already above support. This is going to be another resistance level. Patience is key here. I'm waiting on my 850 or a little bit closer. Like I said, Apple's retesting their support line. And SPY should be getting there. So since we're lower, I can remove that dotted line. We may get back to the 14, but I got to get through all of those supports first. once they break all these supports, I can clean it up and just see the channels that were trading in previously and were a rejection, like a little H pattern, boom, we know lower, lower. We see that H pattern. So this channel, I can remove that line. So it looks pretty, messy until I come in and that was all the day channels. Now I can come in and take some of those out. Now we can see clean, even 411, 412, 1287, where this thing is going. Oh, breaking on down. Go back to Apple. Did we break? I'm sure we broke that support thing, that level. So if we break that level, 151.70 may be the support of bounce if it comes down some more. But it's finding support here, 151.94. We see if it breaks this level right here. I'll be right back. Anybody got any questions? Anybody looking at anything else? I'm gonna focus on Tesla, Apple, and SPY right now. Unless y'all have anything else y'all want to look at. We can take an eye on Ford. We looked at Ford yesterday. There we go. So got this channel, got these levels. It may come back down. Here is 1256. That's the point of control. This is where everybody wanted to buy in at 1288. But if SPY and Apple them sell down, this is gonna sell down too. So you could probably take this for 50 cent. But I wouldn't get today's contract. I get a week or a month contract out on here. But it's in this channel. This is just where it's trading up and down, not with it really breaking or doing anything else. So 1250 to 13.50 move, nothing major. Apple's coming to that line. Now we see if we break this support. Then we got Apple to 150. If we get a bounce and hold here, we got Apple back to 154. So again, I'm anticipating a gap fill on all of these, or this is gonna sell down. I got 150 put on Apple, 190 on Tesla, and SPY 404, 400, 402 and 400. Lotto on the 400. I would kind of walk SPY down in dollar increments right now, just because this is staying so tight. Not a lot of action is wanted, but it still made a move. I mean, had we jumped straight in these puts, we would have been good to, good to exit about here. But again, I'm waiting a few more minutes before I decide which trade I want to take. About to get oversold. This may come back up, but I don't want to be too biased. That's why I have an agenda for the put, an agenda for the call, support, break, retest, gap fill. Now we're in my threshold for buying. And I can clean some of these up. Oh, already. This break 402. Again, I could get in. I still want some more confirmation before I actually take this. Since we have this downtrend. Again, I think the gap will fill up, but we got to get more volume. If this breaks again, that 402 put is in place, and I don't see a lot of upper orders. There we go. So we can scalp 404 put, 402 put. Let's not do the 400 right now. We need more confirmation. Let's see what that is. Come back to SPY. Excuse me. See, we broke that level of support here. Now I'm good to probably 404.08 because nothing's holding it up in my previous levels. That 404 is 132. You scalp it for 30% and go to 160. Prices are moving a lot and premiums not moving a lot. This makes me very cautious. I like to see a trend or a move where we're having constant flow. This is kind of iffy to me because once it gets here, it could easily spike if there's a big order. So it just makes me cautious. That 130, 130, that 404, we're up to 147, 149. It's either going to bounce or break this support. I don't really need this one. We're gonna be looking for 402 after that. I mean, we still got, 403 is a possible support, but this thing is just selling. Possible bounce right there. 406.47. Let's see if we can get the. I'm sorry, I don't get 160 on that 404 contract. Good morning. Thanks for tapping in. I'm gonna upload this to Zoom later. So if you want to cut your camera off, you can. If you're fine with it, it's up to you. I just wanted to let you know. About to hit the 404. Again, we're looking for a bounce or a break here. But this thing is selling. Oh. When would I get in for a reverse? I want to see it break a support and come back up or stay above a support. So that's where I look to get back in. So most people be like, okay, I bounce, I'll reverse right here. And you get in for the call and then this thing sells straight on down. You want to make sure you're having close above or below a support before you continue to trade or enter the new trade for a directional change. So right now it's holding support, but this thing could dagger through. We also have the stochastic RSI is turning back up. So this could be our bounce point here. But got to be careful because it could be short lived. We're high on the 70 right here, and we weren't up many more points over the 405. So if we take this back to the upside, we don't want to be 410. We got to get these levels hit first before we take too far out. And like I said, we're going to stay within like a dollar increment. If we take this back to the upside, let's just go with 404, 405. Let's not jump out to the 406, even though that is our like neck rejection, like top rejection. But let's trade it in safety because this could come up and not come, and come straight back down. For a continuation, we want to see it push above. We want higher highs. Lower highs, let me know we're going lower. Higher highs, let me know we're retracing back up. Let's go back in Apple. That support is still broken, so I think we're going to still be turning down. It's Tesla. Tesla's still pushing back. But again, this point of control is rejecting, and we're not quite making a higher high. So everything paper-wise is saying stay in the put. It's not time for the reversal. I know we like to see it ahead of time, but sometimes being early to the reversal, it just kills us on the premium. So let's let it keep flushing. So you get a close above this candle right here, close above the support. We are back high on the RSI, and this is what I'm saying. The reversal may be short-lived because we're back at this peak, and this is where it sold right back down. So it doesn't even have to go that high to get high on the RSI and then reverse back down for lower. So be careful when you're using come up on our time frame. This is still looking nothing like that is slight bounce down to here, but all of this is just trending down.
You are muffled.
Oh, is it still muffled?
Better.
Thank you. Here, RSI again on the ground. It's just get up, Craig. So I think we may push back up again because we're lower on the 5 minute. Once we've traded, once the market has been open a few minutes, I come back to the 5 minute, see where we're going, and then I enter on the 1 minute. I'm looking for confirmation in between a channel of where I want to get into. Based on this, it's looking like we're having a bounce off the support, and we could be trending back up. But again, my horsemen are not giving me. Again, I want these to turn up, and right now they're not. So I need to be a little more patient. Tesla's on support at 200. Turning back up again, I had it still 207, 210, but I needed to turn up, and then it's just high on the RSI on the 5 minute. So this could turn back down. It could come back down for more buyers and then push back up off of support, bouncing off support. Right. We're getting some buying. One second. All right, I'm back. We can go ahead. Let's see. Let's see if we can swing this 406 real quick. 406 is 118. Let me come back down. Again, I'm on the 5 minute. Let me come back down to the 1 minute so I can get confirmation. Let's get a close above here. We're high on the RSI here, but yeah, it looks to be strong. It may pull back right there, but it could push through. Yeah, you got the buyers in there. This could retest back down. So if you haven't got in yet, you can let it pull back a little bit and then get in. And we're about to retest that 406. Am I still low or muffled? I think it's my mic. I have to go to my studio mic. Lotto gap feels 408. I'm out in that 408. So put 408 call on your watch. We still want confirmation of breaking these supports. This support 406 hold of a support, then I can come back to the 408 and then I'll need 406.85 for more confirmation. Tesla and Apple moving up. Tesla needs to close above 204. Apple needs to close above to 152. Again, this was a nice move here down, and then we just want to see it retrace back up. Probably get some resistance there. That's why I like to wait for a particular time frame to get in. If we're not getting in right at the open, so we could have traded here. Again, what's our rule? We got 406 to what? 404. Straight like that. 404. Hold above support back to where we rejected. So this could bounce up and down again. Stop loss at $5 or $10. We're not going to take too much. If it breaks the support, definitely get out. We can reposition depending on your account, but we don't want to get dragged if we don't have buyers. Not really want to move up. And this may be one of those patience day games too. Again, we're still pushing up in the uptrend here. Let's go back to Tesla. Tesla move struck down again. This level is a strong resistance right here. This 404. Strong resistance on Tesla. Apple hit the 152. Now we needed to close above 152.19. So we got to pull back and see if it holds. Bounce off that support and come back. Okay, we're bouncing. Let's go back to the 1 minute. It's gonna be a paint watching paint dry day. It's just slowly, slowly creeping, creeping. There it goes. Anybody take it? See if it pushes through 406. Okay, we're testing. Pulls back. See if it goes for it again. There it pushes. We've hit the 200 MA on the 1 minute. So this could be kind of a consolidation zone to push up back to the 406.84. Probably needs another strong push to hold that. Alright. 406, we need 406 to hold. And need more buyers coming in. Pull back down. I saw 17%. Let's see if it tries for it again. Breaking down. It could come down, get some more buyers and try retest. Again, we know this is going to be a strong resistance area because that's where it sold off from. So let's not panic too much. That's why I say have a $5 or $10 stop, or you can put a trailing stop on. All right, so it was hot. So let's see if it gives a continuation. We got more pullback, 7% now. We checked it. Oh, now we want to get a push. Again, paint drying, 15%, 18. Trajecting this push up. We're going fish out of water. We're kind of pulling back down. You may not want to take this. We saw 17%. Again, $5 to $10 stop. Look like the 405.50 is becoming a support. So anybody that didn't enter the try for here and see if it pushes up again. Like I said, we saw 15, 17%. So if it doesn't make its way through here, I might just cut it and then re-enter above support at 406. Because we don't want this to take us down too far. So I'm at 11%. A gain is a gain. We want 30, but we want to be greedy if it's just not going to push up higher. Tesla pulled back. It was holding 202. Apple's holding 152. So it may just need to get more buyers. It's holding support, not really drawing back. So maybe it'll try it again and blow through and hold. If not, again, we'll cut it at 5 or 10%. Again, this is patience game. It didn't. It consolidated here for a while before it broke. So we might have the same situation. Retesting again. So we need 406 to hold. 13%. RSI is turning. Tesla's moving back to 202. It went through, so we're going to break. Apple's up. There we go. We need that break and hold. 25%. We're going to be clear to close in just a minute because we're probably going to get a rejection at the 406.65. So let's play it by ear. But you are green. You are free to close. There we go. About to hit the 30. It's working. I'm at 27%, 26. See if we get another push up for the 30, 32, 36. Who's in, who's not, anybody trading that play. We're about to test the level. If it breaks here, we're headed on to 408. We can reposition in a 408 or keep the 406s. Got a little pullback. Like I said, that red line is where support broke. That was a resistance level. So we're waiting to see if we break resistance. RSI is curling slightly. I might close for the 30. Trying to get again, be patient to let it do what it does. Because it should go and tag that resistance point on the nose. And it's struggling right here. 40% and back to 36. There we go. Almost to the button, 84. Boom. 50%. You again clear the close. Let's see if we close above. I'm still in. I'm at 53%. Let's see, 407. But we tagged it to the button. Like, you know, this is the resistance point right here. At 44, it's pulling back. Let's see if it takes another win. I'll probably close. I'm in the 40s because it's probably gonna reject here. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna close just to secure my profit. If it pulls back to support, I can re-enter. But we saw 407 on that 406 call. And I'll probably hop back on. Well, I know I won't hop back on, but I'll be in the group to call. You know, if I see something else, that's the setup. We got to resistance. If we get back in again, you want this to hold above, then I can turn this solid now because that's a support level, and we were there. So I would want to re-enter back on the 406 tap, and then we come back to this rejection, and then once we hold the 406 we can go to the 408. We got the levels, but again, our price retracement sold down for the put. I didn't want to get into this because of the resistance, but our levels held. If you have not marked your chart up, pause the video on YouTube, mark your charts, and come back in. Now that this is a strong resistance level, I'll go on and set it solid, and now I can come back in. This will be my next point of reference. If we go higher here, I'm gonna dot it because that's where I think we're gonna go to the point of control from yesterday. And that's it. Again, look at that. We're gonna come back here. We either gonna bounce or we're gonna sell back down. But we've made higher high, higher high. This is our rejection. So we want to see a bounce and go higher. If we don't get that, we can be clear for puts. Any questions before we hop off? I appreciate everybody hopping on. Again, I want to get these in every couple morning. I mean, we got our 50%, we got over our 30. It did what it was supposed to do. And again, we'll keep doing it. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day.